March 15th, 2017. It was actually March 14th, like a couple minutes ago, but I missed it. So I wanted to talk about yesterday's controversial issue in the news, which is the European Union's court ruling against the hijab. Basically, the European Union court ruled that the hijab ruled that the employers are allowed to ban the hijab in workplaces because hijab is a form of religious symbolism, and that any form of symbolism, whether it be philosophical or religious, is acceptable to banning in the workplace. Now, this is the key thing I wanted to touch on. First and foremost, the hijab is an obligation for Muslim women. Now, some Muslim women would have a different opinion on this, but the majority of Muslim women consider themselves fulfilling their faith when they wear the hijab. So, why stop anyone from fulfilling their faith? I mean, if it does no harm. The second and most important thing, for those who want to rationalize even further, is the fact that it's an obligation because in Islam, women are, the hair of a woman would be considered her privacy, right? So like I said, some women would differ on this, but the majority of Muslim women, now again, consider their hair their own privacy. So wearing the hijab is a form of safety and privacy for them. So to basically look at it from these two perspectives, you're first and foremost violating their faith by obligating them to either quit the job or get fired or, sell their religion for an extra buck. And then you're violating what they would consider their safety and privacy. Now, who on earth is allowed to tell a woman what to wear and what not to wear in regards to her privacy? Obviously, when you put it like that, it's tough to fight. But that's the case. You cannot tell a woman, if she's convinced that her hair is part of her privacy, that she cannot cover it. That's unacceptable. So this is the second point that I was hinting on. The third point is really weighing the factors. Now, what harm is done when a Muslim woman wears the hijab at a workplace? Is she physically harming someone? Is someone's brain deteriorating inside seeing the hijab? And they just go into some mental trauma? No, this is not the case, right? No one's getting hurt by this, physically or mentally, right? So the fact that no one's getting hurt by this, and that Muslim women would consider this protecting their privacy and protect a form of safety, with the factor that it's an obligation and that they're fulfilling their faith. This is the core reason behind wearing the hijab. And it's not a form of symbolism to say, hey, I'm part of the Muslim team. No, it's not like that. It's just these three reasons. And now there could be more reasons, but these are the core of it, right? So what I would say is that the European Union Court jumped the gun in this situation. They did not consider these factors. Maybe it was negligence, or maybe it was a mistake, right? But until they consider these factors, it's going to be an error that they've made, right? And a violation against Muslim women. They gave the right to employers in becoming violators of certain people. That's how it is. So this is what I wanted to talk about, because it just the idea just didn't settle in my mind. And I'm hoping that the European Union, obviously when it gets feedback from the community, like my own feedback right over here, they would reconsider. Maybe they would find out that they did make an error and that it was an honest mistake, or that they did not consider these factors because of negligence, You know, maybe they just jumped the gun in all this, and they'll adjust to accommodate. But this is what I wanted to touch on. Now, in regards to the Ganfuda humanitarian mission, I will get back to you guys as soon as possible, hopefully in a day or two, in a full detailed plan on what's going on and what are the obstacles that we're facing at the moment. But aside from that, like always, I want to ask you guys for your prayers. Any support is great support. And I want to thank you for your time. I hope everyone enjoys their day, of course. You gotta stay positive at all times. When someone asks you how you're doing, reply like Les Brown always says, better than good and better than most, because you know what? We're living better than a lot of other people, and that's for sure. Like I said, thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.